Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, March 6th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. We got obviously ongoing Google search volatility. Google's AI mode recipe has some changes that you may like. ChatGPT web search is showing fewer links, and Google's AI-generated web pages from search is striking a bad chord by a lot of people. Plus, we got a lot more. In any event, thanks so much for our sponsor, Bruce Clay. Bruce Clay is one of the founding fathers of the SEO space, doing SEO and search marketing since 1996. Bruce Clay is big into SEO training, so check them out at seotraining.com. And also check out their product called prewriter.ai. This tool embarks on writers to write better and more efficiently, so check them out at prewriter.ai. Again, thanks so much to Bruce Clay for sponsoring. Deeply appreciate everything you do for the community. Okay, again, I'm trying to limit my posts to once a week, but every single day. It's completely volatile over at Google Search. The search rankings are just completely all over the place, and the ranking volatility has really not cooled off. I mean, it's just pretty much insane. So again, I did a weekly post. I did it on Monday. It's just very heated and more of the same, yada, yada. And then I posted the Google Webmaster report for March 2026, where I recap pretty much the past month of what's going on. So if you did take a vacation or whatever, I posted on March 2nd, and it covers the Discover update, the Discover Core update, and other updates that we, plus a lot of other features that we saw from Google over the past month or so. So definitely catch up over there very quickly. And then Google AI mode decided to add more link cards that are better for recipe bloggers. This was announced by Robbie Sign, and Robbie Sign basically said, "We heard your feedback on recipe results in AI mode, and we're making updates to better connect people with recipe creators on the web. Starting today, when you search for meal ideas, you'll tap onto a dish and you'll see relevant recipe sites plus a new type of card and so forth." So a lot of new features coming out there to kind of like bring up these more clickable results. It's not clear if this is fully resolving the AI Frankenstein stuff, but it is actually making it more clickable to go to these recipe websites, which is great. And Inspired Taste did the whole post, and Rajan Patel from Google appreciated the feedback. But it's not just recipe. It seems like they're also testing this for not just recipe cards, but for other things. So Sash and Patel noticed that they're testing this type of feature for other types of queries. So maybe this will roll out to other types of queries outside of just recipes, which would be great in general because we want more clicks from AI mode. And then Google AI mode seems to be testing a new widget where if you're in Google search, not AI mode, and you're just searching for something for recipes, Google AI mode, well, Google will actually have this like learn more with AI mode card for that recipe. And it says, found the recipe, want to see how to make it faster using shortcuts or pressure cookers. And it takes you into some of this AI Frankenstein type of recipe, which is not good. But in any event, they are testing this new recipe card, which is really interesting. I guess they want people to go into AI mode more. And then Google AI Overviews is testing this weird expandable accordion type of drop-down menu. This is spotted by Shaheem, who posted this on X. And basically, you can hear some screenshots. I'm able to replicate it. It looks a little bit weird where you have these drop-downs. I know Feature Snippet also has that. It's kind of like a people also ask type of drop-down, but it expands into more types of questions. And then Tom Critchlow basically spotted that in the AI answer section on the right-hand side of AI mode, when they have the sidebar answers, some of those links are not actually passing refer. So he notified this, and John Mueller said, okay, I'll pass this on to the team. I'm not sure if it's fixed yet, but there are sidebar links that were not passing refer data to your website. And then OpenAI launched ChatGPT's GPT 5.3 instant, which they said right out that it may have fewer links. It actually does have fewer links. They said it delivers more accurate, richer, and better contextual results when searching the web and reduces unnecessary dead ends, caveats, and overlays, et cetera, et cetera. Then it goes into saying basically that it improves the quality of the answer, and then it goes into saying that GPT 5.3 instant is less likely to over-index on web results, which previously could lead to a long list of links or loosely connected information. Less likely to over-index on on the web results. It's like it's basically saying ChatGPT search is less searchy, less linky. I'm not sure why they're doing this, but again, they are. Glenn Gabe showed screenshots of before and after, and it's actually showing fewer links, which makes it less searchy. Which again, I guess they just want to have answers. And then Josh Squire noticed this new patent from Google named AI-generated content page tailored to a specific user, and it basically describes how a user will go to Google search, click on a search result, and then Google, instead of taking you to that web page that they clicked on, will take you to a custom AI generated landing page for that user based on the query, and customize that landing page specifically for what that user's query was. So it's taking you to an AI generated page, not the actual web page that user clicked on, but an AI generated web page of that, instead of the actual landing page from the company's website. Super interesting. Some are saying this is just for PPC or paid search. I don't think so. This could be applied to anything, I believe. But again, it's just a patent. Doesn't mean it's actually fully live, but it is scaring a lot of people because, again, why even lose more traffic from Google? Who knows? It also kind of like reminds me of AI mode, but in any event, who knows? And then Google has a new help document about web crawling, and it lists about 9 things around you should know about web crawlers. The big thing in there was that frequent crawling is a good sign. Basically, if you see Google crawling your website a lot, that means Google likes your pages and so forth. So again, check out that new document. It's pretty interesting. Then Google updated its documents for Google Search and Google Discover about how Google picks a thumbnail, an image thumbnail for Google Discover and Google Search. And basically, it says it uses both schema markup and OG image meta tags as a source when determining the image thumbnail in Google Search and Google Discover. So if you want to influence Google's thumbnail selection of your image, you make sure to use those schema or OG images. And then Google also updated its JavaScript SEO documentation to remove a section on design for accessibility. And basically, the section was removed because Google said that it's outdated content and that Google has doesn't have a hard time actually understanding content generated or loaded through JavaScript because it handles that JavaScript perfectly fine. So we removed the whole section and it's no longer needed according to Google. So keep that in mind that Google's even better. But again, it doesn't mean that every search engine is good at crawling and loading JavaScript. There's a lot of AI engines that are not. So just keep that in mind. And the Google's knowledge panels have this new colored table elements section on the right-hand side. This is spotted by Damien, also heads up to Gangorta. And you can see these new table elements on the right-hand side for different types of queries. Pretty interesting to see. Again, things are changing in search. Google also has a new Google Help document for the Universal Commerce Protocol, UCP, check out. This document was spotted by Hannah from PPC Newsfeed. So definitely take a look at that. It doesn't really say much new there, but it is a new help document that may help you with UCP, which is a big thing that's changing in the future. And then Google Ads seems to be testing a new ads label named Sponsored Options in the Area. This is spotted by Anthony Higman. Here's a screenshot of that. Interesting title, more localized and so forth, and maybe drives more visibility for your ads. Google Ads also is supporting a new attribute for Google Merchant Center, specifically named Build to Order for vehicle ads. So if you want to tell your people or searchers that we can actually build your car to order the way you want, and people actually do that, there's this new attribute to handle that for vehicle ads. So that's pretty cool. Nice find there, Emmanuel from Feed Army. Also, Google added updated a bunch of its policy documents around a bunch of things. One is around physical goods subscriptions, expansions for alcohol. I'm not going to go into the specifics. Recurring billings policy expansions for prescription drugs. Also updated the Google gambling and games policy in Indiana, USA, and updated the other restricted business policies for government documents and service policies. So a lot of policy update documents this week that are coming up now or in next month. And then finally, Google may allow publishers to claim their Google Discover profiles. This little hint was spotted by Damien, who posted on X that he found Discover is profile claimed in the actual code fit. He said this could mean that Discover feed cards will see a publisher profile that could be claimed or not directly claimed. So hopefully Google's working on ways for Google publishers to actually better manage their Google Discover feeds, and this might be one sign that that's coming. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search News we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable, seroundtable.com over the past week. Thanks again to Bruce Clay for sponsoring. Deeply appreciate it. Everyone have a great, safe, healthy weekend. I'll see you guys next. Goodbye.